In this film, we delve closely into one of the most talked about individuals right now, 44-year-old Chelsea, who has been called the world's most indecent lady. We'll look at why her bold dress choices have drawn so much attention, discussion, and debate. This movie is jam-packed with information that will keep you engaged and offer you a new understanding of what it means to push the envelope in the modern world. Make sure to see it through to the conclusion if you are drawn to daring fashion, unrestrained self-expression, and the type of personality that attracts both acclaim and condemnation. While discussing the woman's impact on society at large, we will look at the pictures that have caused a stir of emotions on the internet. The purpose of this film is not to judge, but to understand the journey of a lady who has chosen to express herself in a way that defies all accepted norms. Chelsea's current look has been described by many as beautiful, provocative, and yes, indecent by traditional standards. Chelsea has become a symbol of pure, unfettered self-expression. She is a living example of how redefining oneself and being proud of oneself can happen at any age. As she is 44, with its emphasis on the curves and attitudes that defy the preconceptions of how women, especially older women, should appear to the outside world, this film will take you through a collection of the most talked-about photos that depict her in moments of bold disobedience. These images are not merely about looking a certain way. They represent a fearless declaration of identity and a rejection to be bound by social conventions. Since the start of her journey, Chelsea has been under intense public observation, and every move she has made has been greeted with a mix of amazement, shock, and sometimes outright outrage. However, what does it mean when we call her indecent? In this discussion, we take a closer look at this label and ask whether it is a fair assessment or only a legacy of past notions of self-expression, maturity, and beauty. As we look over her photos, you'll notice that her sense of style is well thought out. It's a celebration of her unique figure and a statement of confidence that goes against conventional modesty. This woman's courage is quite remarkable, since she knows what she wants and isn't afraid to communicate it, even though it may make other people uncomfortable. One of Chelsea's most striking characteristics is her daring usage of clothing to showcase her uniqueness. She is portrayed in her photos wearing unusual attire, opting for daring and eye-catching looks that many would never believe a 44-year-old woman could pull off. With each pose and attitude acting as a bold statement of personality, each photograph tells a story of a lifetime lived on her own. One image features her standing confidently against a background that accentuates every part of her body and clothing. The transparent elements of her clothes are intended to be provocative, yet they are presented so elegantly that you can't help but admire the imaginative choices that were made. As you watch, let your eyes take in the balance of style and personality that Chelsea brings to every picture. Another element that contributes to Chelsea's photos' appeal is the way they portray both her physical beauty and her inner strength. She has a narrative to every look, a string of highs and lows that have led her to this moment of unrestrained expression. Many admirers have commented that her photos show as much about her personality as they do about her body. They see in her a woman who has taken the harsh criticism of society, weathered the storm of public scrutiny, and come out of the ordeal with a newfound sense of self. Her figure, which is highlighted in these photos, is more than just a representation of a perfect body. It is a testament to a lifetime of bravery, struggle, and self-care. It reminds us that beauty may be bold, and honest, and that it evolves with us. Throughout the movie, we will also discuss the wider cultural impact of Chelsea's work and the importance of her image. For many, her photos have been a rallying cry for more acceptance of various forms of beauty and body positivity. They contend that being indecent can just mean being authentic, challenging the constrictive norms that have long dominated the media. In an era where many faces on film are shaped to meet unachievable ideals, Chelsea's unguarded presentation of her body stands out as a powerful statement that beauty can be found in all shapes and sizes, and that maturity and self-assurance are the keys to releasing a timeless and revolutionary kind of attractiveness. Her influence is felt by everyone who has ever been under pressure to live up to a standard that is simply not appropriate for them. It goes well beyond the confines of a camera. Today, we would want to stress that everyone's idea of indecent may be different. Something that shocks one generation might be seen as courageous self-expression by another. Chelsea has sparked debates, produced countless comments, and forced many people to reconsider their own beliefs on what society deems proper. The pictures we are about to show are not meant to incite controversy for its own sake, but rather to begin a conversation about how far we have come and how far we still have to go in accepting many forms of beauty. When you look at these images and listen to the reactions they have evoked, consider how attitudes are shaped by subjective experiences as well as changing norms. Through her story of self-expression, resilience, and reinvention, Chelsea is a living example of how a woman can redefine beautiful. As we move through this presentation, each image signifies a significant moment in Chelsea's history. By comparing early pictures of her as a rising celebrity with more current ones that show her defying expectations, you can see how her image has evolved over time. It is impossible to ignore admiring the vitality that permeates every picture and the consistency of her own style. Each image is a reminder of her unique voice in the world of beauty, whether it is captured in a simple environment that highlights her natural grace or in a more stylized one that highlights her bold fashion choices. Her images' blend of tenderness and resistance create an inspiring and provocative narrative that questions viewers' perceptions of what is decent and beautiful. Let these images be a celebration of individuality and the courage to stand out. Chelsea's bold display of her body has changed what many thought was possible, especially for women who have outlived the traditionally celebrated age. As life experiences deepen, beauty changes and becomes bolder, deeper, and more expressive. Her narrative serves as a reminder that beauty never goes away. Her face's lines and curves tell a story of triumph and instances when she stood by her convictions, in spite of what others believed. In a culture that is quick to categorize and criticize, Chelsea's image is refreshing because it encourages everyone to value their uniqueness and all of their body parts, regardless of how society may try to define them. Before I wrap up, I would want to thank you for watching the entire video, which traced the fascinating journey of Chelsea, a 44-year-old lady who is sometimes called the most indecent due to her daring sense of style, but who represents so much more than controversy. Her pictures serve as a powerful reminder that genuine beauty lies in having the courage to express oneself, while also challenging our own ideas of propriety, style, and uniqueness. As you think about the images and the impact they have had, think about your own definition of beauty and how you express your unique personality in the world. Everyone can be daring, challenge norms, and create their own narrative about what it means to be truly beautiful, as demonstrated by Chelsea's story. Thank you for traveling with me today. I genuinely hope that these stunning images and the story behind them have given you fresh perspectives on beauty, self-expression, and the courage needed to stand out. Keep in mind that while some may use words like indecent, what truly makes someone worthwhile are their bravery, strength, and ability to inspire others. Chelsea's journey, which has redefined those very concepts, offers lessons for everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let the image of a powerful woman on her own terms inspire you to be yourself, no matter what other people may think.